Doesn't really look like a lot, does it? A nuclear missile attached to a little lever to basically blow up a small square section. A little bit insignificant. It's a shame that the explosion isn't too bad, but it doesn't really do a lot. I'm going to need a few more of these. So one nuclear explosion isn't exactly like, oh my god, it's amazing. I have done several bits and pieces where we have recorded, and we've done bits where we have actually played with the nuke quite a lot. I've cleared rows, we saw how it worked to start with. And nuclear warheads aren't too bad, they're good for clearing spaces. But what if you want to make the world's largest explosion in Hydroneer? So I came to South Hope, and I'm trying to do this now. Now, to put this into perspective, this is a lot of nuclear warheads. A lot! Now, thankfully, there is a mod out that you can actually duplicate rows and rows and rows of stuff. But today's video is all about trying to actually make this work. I want to see how many of these I can actually blow up without the computer breaking. Now, before I even get into this, I know, because I have tested this, if I connect this lever to this and pull the trigger, this doesn't work. Doesn't do anything. It just dies. So my problem is that I now have too many nukes to explode. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go through and delete X amount of nuclear warheads in order to make something blow up. That is 3 rows of nuclear warheads covering the entirety of the basin of South Hope. The downside is I cannot explode it because my computer just goes and it freezes. And it's not great. So what I need to do is I need to basically remove the bottom layer of nukes and then try it again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove all the nuclear warheads from the bottom of the level, and then I'll probably disconnect the cable as well so it doesn't flash up. And then we're going to try again. And if that doesn't work, I have to remove more. Potentially, I mean, I could probably see it maybe working if I just have one layer. I want to see what happens if I've got 2 layers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the magic wand. I'm going to go to the bottom of this. I'm going to remove the entirety of the bottom level of nukes, and then I'll come back. Hopefully, we'll see some damage. It's all good. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Right. How you doing? So, you all know the build. You've seen the build, and you're like, yeah, it's really impressive, Hybrid, but what does it all mean? Well, actually, it means bugger all at the moment. The reason why it means nothing is because for the last few hours I've been removing rows upon rows of nuclear missiles. The reason why is because thankfully the person who invented the mod to duplicate stuff invented the mod that actually counts how many there is, and there's around 15,000 nukes if I had the whole thing set up. Let's put it this way, can't wait until I can do this in 2.0 when it might not break the game. But so basically I've had to remove a fair few of them because every time I click the button it didn't blow up. It just stalled the game. It was way too much information to run through. So it's looking a bit gappy down here, but we're getting there. So with this in mind, technically this should go off with a big bang, because all I've been doing is literally just been sort of backwards and forwards, taking out a few rows, doing this and doing that. And I have made a duplicate of my saved data, so if it does stall or the result isn't what I want, then I'm just going to reload the data through, take a few more rows out, and I want to see a massive explosion if it works. So I'm going to stick this on and we're going to go from there. It might lag, it might not. Actually, you know what? I want to do this a bit closer. Where can I do this a bit closer? I want to see this explode. Right. Juttery, to say the least. It might work. It's nothing better than it before. You might not see it because it's just one frame. My computer finds it's worrying about it now. It's like waiting for a firework to go off and you're not sure who's lit it. Well, okay, so that was a semi-successful run. It looked a bit like a failure. Lots of jittering, lots of juttering, and genuinely a lot of, well, nothing really happening, which sucked. You know, I mean, it's a little bit disappointing, but this means that I'm on the right path. I've taken off enough nukes, and I reckon if we take out this last row, say last row, it's a good fair few rows, but I'm thinking that might be just enough. Alright, okay, so I think I'm at this point now where I don't think removing anything else will really help. Right? Because the explosion for a nuke is, you know, it's unique. It's nice. It's one of this like amazing feature that was added in, and we never really take into account of how good they actually look as a massive explosion of death and prettiness. I suppose if you look at the way it's been designed, it's all right. I like it. It just makes things look a bit nicer when you're burning in hell. It's all right. So what I want to do is I want to turn this into nighttime and just see what really happens, because, well, nighttime's always fun. So the main reason why I'm doing this now is because I feel like I've taken enough out of this thing to... It's not going to look amazing by any means, but there are 5,000 nuclear warheads down there all ready to go boom. Now, like I said, in 2.0, I want to try this again. And the reason why is because I think in 2.0 this game will be able to handle it. You know, with the amount of upgrades the game's having and the new ways of everything working and the coding's being restructured, this is potentially an amazing idea, just too early, you know? So 5,000 nuclear warheads are down on this ground right now. 5,000 little baby bombs about to go boom, basically. Yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to look. It might just get cloudy, you know? Here we go. How far away can I click before we... There? That's sort of what I expected to happen in a way. And the main reason for it is because, as of now, the game's not really designed to do it. It's not really designed to go boom as big as I want it to go. So I'm hoping in 2.0, then this will actually look like a nuclear bomb drop instead of it just fittering away. I'm a little bit downhearted now. I wanted a big explosion, not a bit of cloud. Well, we live by our trials and we try these things to see how things go, and at the end of the day it actually wasn't that bad of a thing. We still made a big boom, we still had a bit of a fun doing it, even though I've got to be honest, time consuming wise it was ridiculous. If you were doing this normally, like just putting nukes out constantly, you have my sympathies. This mod is, I think it's live now, you can get it on bridgeport.com. You can actually go out and row loads of stuff up, machines, cables, you name it, it can do it. It was rowing in a way. Testing wise, that was fine. I actually didn't mind doing that too much, and gotta be honest, it sort of educated me on the fact that, you know, when you put out too much stuff, this game really just can't handle it. Even with 1.7, the way the game is, it does work better, yes, but when you're doing something that involves 5,000 nukes, really doesn't work. But there you go. That's just another test I like to do on these channel. If you have anything else you want to ask, mention, comment, or suggest, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until my next video, live stream, or whatever else I do, this is Hybridsteel. I will see you all in another one. Peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Fist bump to you.